In this video, we are going to talk about bond hearings. Bond hearings are only held when a person facing deportation or removal is being held at a detention center. The goal is to be released and to challenge your deportation from outside of the detention center. There are many reasons why a person facing deportation would prefer to fight their case from outside of the detention center. In addition to being free, respondents would have more time to prepare for their immigration case. They would have better access to telephone and internet resources. They would have better access to legal representatives, better access to healthcare and mental health providers, better access to financial and emotional support of family and friends, and in some cases, a person can even file for their work permit while their case is pending in immigration court. Before we talk about how we can get a bond, we should first talk about what exactly a bond is. A bond is not a fine or a penalty. The purpose of a bond is not to punish. The purpose of a bond is to ensure that the person who is currently detained will appear for all of his or her future court appearances and will not get in legal trouble. So when a judge is deciding whether or not to grant a request for bond, that judge will be thinking, if I release you, how do I know that you're going to show up for all of your future court appearances? How do I know that you're not going to get in any legal trouble? So to get a bond, the detained person must prove to the judge that he or she is not a flight risk and is not a danger to the community. It is the detained person's responsibility to prove this to the judge. And the detained person will only have one chance to ask for a bond with the immigration judge. So if the immigration judge denies the first request, that person cannot come back at a later date and make another request for another bond at a later time. This is why it's so important that the detained person and his or her family and friends are well prepared when they ask for a bond. This is why it's so important that everybody knows exactly what to expect. And this is why it's so important that you call us if your loved one is detained and is facing deportation. We have handled hundreds of bond hearings, and we can give you the best chance at success. Our phone number is 716-393-9878. We look forward to hearing from you.